you ever taught your kids outside?
I have. We've done math and art outside, and including today, we will be doing art outside.
When you were teaching in class, where did you guys sit?
We brought blankets because there was nowhere to sit, so it would have been convenient if we had somewhere to sit because the tarmac wasn't convenient for the activity.
I haven't taught my class outside. There's no place to sit for any class lessons.
Did you ever teach your class outside, and if so, then where?
Yes, I did. I taught them in our peace garden, and they were like large rocks.
Was it more comfortable than sitting on the grass?
It probably was, but I don't think my kids would have minded either way.
Which one do you think the students preferred more?
I never really thought about it, but I think if they had a choice, they probably would have preferred the rocks.
I'd rather sit on rocks than benches because I get splinters sometimes when I sit on benches, and it's not very comfortable.
The goal of our project was to create a convincing advertisement-like video for the Toyota Evergreen Foundation, explaining why we need their funding to build an outdoor classroom. We began by brainstorming ideas on a piece of paper, and once we had decided and agreed on an idea, we broke off into different parts. One person choreographed the video while one person recorded the footage. In the meantime, we designed a 3D model of the outdoor classroom to show us a prediction of how it would look if we were given the funding. After finishing all of this, we put everything together into one video and hit export, and this is what we came up with. If our application is accepted, we may have an outdoor classroom as soon as the middle of the next year.
I've applied to the Toyota Evergreen Foundation before. It's a charity that helps sponsor school initiatives to be greener, to green their grounds, to add things to the school grounds that make outdoor learning and appreciation of the environment an important part of the school itself. So you can apply to that to do anything from improving the school grounds, creating outdoor classrooms, creating outdoor gardens and things like that. We've applied for funding before, but we haven't received any. We haven't won it.
Do you know any schools that have won it?
Yeah, Willowdale won it. That's why if you look at the front of Willowdale, which looks a lot like our school, Willowdale won Evergreen Foundation funding before, and they got a lot of cool stuff that you can see outside of Willowdale.
We plan on getting the Toyota Evergreen Foundation to pay for this project for us, so that we can have more money left to do other things.
If we get the school to pay for the benches or the rocks, then we'll lose all of our funding, and the grades like in the future years aren't going to get field trips because the school will have lost all of its money towards the outdoor classroom, where a foundation could pay for it and we could go on more field trips.
Have you ever taught your kids outside?
Yes, I actually was a forest teacher at Forest Valley for 3 years, so we spent hours and hours outside every day.
Okay. If we do get foundation stones outside for kids to sit on, do you think they'll care?
I'm not quite sure if the students will care. They'll just see it as another place to sit and hang out.
I care.
I care.
I care.
I care.
I care.
I care.
We care.
42% of the students prefer to sit on a ledge, while 26% of the students would rather sit on the grass. A quarter of the students would rather sit on the concrete, and the last 7% would sit somewhere else. After all of this, 100% of the students would rather sit on nice rocks made to sit on.
Grade 6s and 7. I know you're wondering what this video is for, and it's for you guys. We have handed you the key, and you've found the door. All you have to do is open it. But we can't do it ourselves. We have to pass down the legacy throughout the years. We are in grade 8, and we are graduating next year. The competition also starts next year, so please, help our school. We're counting on you.